Have you ever considered that your mental and physical well-being could be miraculously enhanced through simple acts born from the deepest corners of your heart? Especially when facing the profound pain of loss, is there truly a way to heal not just your soul, but your very body? Some people succumb, retreating into an inescapable solitude. Others withdraw, closing off their hearts. But then there are those, like Mr. David, at 82 years young, who discover a unique, deeply moving path to overcome grief and, remarkably, even extend their lifespan. Each week, he wrote a handwritten letter to his departed wife. And this seemingly simple act, so ordinary on the surface, transformed his life, both emotionally and physically, in a truly miraculous way, a quiet wonder that few would ever anticipate. Join us as we explore this extraordinary tale, for it might just reveal a secret to living a healthier, more serene life without the need for a single pill. Mr. David's story begins on a tranquil autumn morning, as the maple leaves outside his window began to blush crimson, signaling the approach of a cold, somber winter. Mr. David, a gentle man with eyes that held a lifetime of untold stories, lived in Vermont, a peaceful American state adorned with endless rolling green hills. His life, by all accounts, seemed complete, filled with quiet happiness alongside his beloved wife, Eleanor. For 56 years, they had journeyed through life together, a shared tapestry woven with countless memories, laughter, shared joys, and whispered challenges. They were like two inseparable lovebirds, their lives intertwined in perfect harmony. Then, one fateful day, Eleanor passed away after a long illness. Her loss was a devastating blow, an irreparable void in the cozy little house they had shared for over half a century. 56 years, a number vast enough to hold countless stories, tender affections, and a kaleidoscope of emotions. Mr. David felt utterly lost, a mere shadow haunting his own home. In the initial days following her passing, he wandered through the rooms like a ghost. He found no pleasure in food, meals became tasteless, and exercise in futility. Sleep became a distant luxury. Through countless restless nights, he would sit for hours in his familiar armchair, his eyes vacant, staring out the window where they had once shared afternoon tea, watching the sunset paint the sky, and whispering the everyday stories of their lives. Eleanor's scent seemed to linger everywhere, in every corner, on every small belonging. Her clear laughter, her warm, soothing voice, echoed incessantly in his mind, like a sorrowful melody on repeat, gnawing at his soul piece by agonizing piece. Mr. David, once a vibrant, cheerful man, abruptly transformed into a haggard, broken old man, as if life itself had drained every ounce of energy from him. The anguish of loss pushed him into profound isolation. Friends and neighbors visited, offering words of comfort and sympathy, but it seemed no words could soothe his shattered heart. He felt adrift, empty. The once spacious house suddenly became cold, terrifyingly silent. He often wondered, would his life continue to drift in this lonely, sorrowful haze forever? But then, another fateful day arrived, bringing with it a glimmer of hope. As a weak ray of early morning sun filtered through the window, resting upon the old writing desk where Eleanor used to sit and write her letters, Mr. David suddenly remembered one of his wife's old habits. Eleanor had always loved to write, even as the world shifted to electronic messages and emails. She used to say, "Writing letters is a way to preserve the truest feelings, David. It's like a conversation from heart to heart." She firmly believed that words held a magical power, capable of soothing the soul and connecting loved ones across any distance. Unexpectedly, an idea sparked in Mr. David's mind. He picked up a pen and paper, things he hadn't touched in a long time, and began to write the first letter to her. My dearest Eleanor, the wind has shifted this morning. The oak trees outside our window are beginning to shed their leaves, creating a vibrant tapestry of red and gold beneath our feet. You always said you loved autumn. You loved the way nature changed its cloak, as if it were a reminder of change and hope, however small. I miss you so much. I miss those afternoons when we would sit here together, savoring a hot cup of tea, watching the very last leaf drift from its branch. This house feels so empty without you. I keep wandering through every nook and cranny, searching for your presence, as if you're still here, just out of my sight. My heart still bears the raw scar you left, and perhaps it will never truly heal. But today, as I hold this pen and write to you, I suddenly feel a little lighter. I just wanted to tell you a little about what's happened, as if you were sitting right beside me, smiling and listening. From that day forward, a new ritual took root, becoming an indispensable part of Mr. David's life. Every Friday, at the appointed time, he would sit at his desk, pick up his pen and paper, and compose a new letter to Eleanor. These letters followed no strict format. They were devoid of literary flourishes or elegant prose. They were simply the most honest, unadorned confessions from the depths of his heart. Sometimes, he would simply recount the small, mundane stories of his week, about the little sparrow that perched on the windowsill, chirping its own unique song, about the new neighbor who moved in with a friendly smile, bringing the warm scent of freshly baked cookies, or about the thrilling baseball game he had watched, with its heart-stopping plays. At other times, he would pour out his ceaseless longing, whispering words from his innermost being, as sweet memories flooded back to him, and occasionally he would simply bid her good night, as if she were still there beside him, lying on their familiar bed, drifting into peaceful slumber. A year later, something truly miraculous occurred. Mr. David no longer suffered from chronic insomnia. The nightmares gradually faded, replaced by deep, peaceful, and restorative sleep. His mind became clearer, sharper, and a genuine smile returned to his once haggard face. He began to rejoin community activities, chatting more with friends and neighbors, engaging with the world once more. Most astonishingly, during his routine health checkup, his doctor was utterly surprised to find that his cardiac health and blood pressure had significantly improved, despite him taking no new medications or altering his diet. Everyone was amazed by this remarkable transformation, as if a true miracle had taken place. But for Mr. David, it was the miracle of love and healing, stemming from those honest words, from that invisible bond with his beloved wife. What does science say about writing as a form of healing? Mr. David's story is not an isolated case, nor is it a mere coincidence. Science has unequivocally proven that handwriting, especially when focusing on emotions, has astonishingly positive effects on our mental and physical health. This is a therapeutic practice widely recommended by psychologists, often referred to as expressive writing. According to a reputable study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research, the act of handwriting about deep emotions and personal experiences, whether positive or negative, significantly helps to reduce psychological stress. When we put pen to paper and transcribe our thoughts and feelings, we not only release the pressures weighing heavily on our minds, but also help our brains process information in a more organized manner, thereby lessening our mental burden. This research also indicates that writing can boost the immune system's activity and improve cardiovascular function, helping the body better fight off illness. More specifically, the benefits of handwriting are truly impressive. Just 15 minutes of writing each day for 2 to 4 weeks can yield remarkable advantages, up to a 28% reduction in depressive symptoms. When we write down our sorrows, anxieties, or negative thoughts, we are indirectly confronting them. This process helps us identify our emotions, understand their underlying causes, and subsequently find ways to resolve or accept them. It's akin to having a conversation with a therapist, but with yourself. A 23% reduction in cortisol levels. The stress hormone cortisol is a hormone produced by the body when we are under stress. Releasing emotions through writing helps to lower cortisol levels in the blood, thereby mitigating the negative effects of stress on the body, such as elevated blood pressure, weakened immunity, and digestive issues. Writing is an effective way to relax, helping the body return to a state of balance. Up to a 35% improvement in sleep quality, according to a National Sleep Foundation survey. When the mind is unburdened, when worries and racing thoughts no longer weigh us down, we find it easier to fall asleep. Our sleep also becomes deeper and more restful, allowing our bodies to recover energy and our minds to be clear and alert the following morning. Furthermore, handwriting helps to maintain brain function, particularly crucial in older adults. The act of writing stimulates brain regions associated with memory, language, logical thinking, and creativity. It's like a gentle exercise for the brain, helping to maintain cognitive sharpness, enhance concentration, and prevent age-related cognitive decline. You don't need to be a writer, nor do you need to have a poignant story like Mr. David's to begin practicing this therapeutic method. Anyone can do it, as long as you are willing to open your heart. Each week, dedicate just 15 minutes to writing down anything you wish. It could be things you're grateful for in life, small happy moments you experienced during the day, or goals you wish to achieve. Or you can write to a loved one, whether they are still alive or have passed on, to express your feelings. It could be an apology left unsaid, a heartfelt thank you, a promise, or simply sharing what you've been doing during the week, thoughts you wish they knew. No need for fancy words, perfect grammar, or elaborate prose. Just be honest with your emotions. Let your pen guide the flow of your thoughts as naturally as possible. Write as if you are conversing with your closest friend, without judgment, without worrying about form. This small act, seemingly so simple, can bring immense benefits to your health and your life. It can not only help you live longer and healthier, both physically and mentally, but also enable you to live more peacefully, finding inner calm and happiness, even amidst life's hustle and bustle. Mr. David's story is not merely a poignant memory of his departed wife, but a powerful testament to the enduring strength of love, a boundless love, unconfined by life and death. It offers a profound lesson on how we face grief, how we transform loss into a driving force for living a more meaningful, fuller life. Mr. David found a way to keep his love alive, not just in his memories, but in every beat of his heart, every line on the page. He proved that even when life takes away what is most precious to us, love and connection can still exist, and even become a source of strength that helps us overcome all difficulties, finding light in the darkest of days. Remember, the power of love and healing lies within yourself. You can start today. There's no need to wait until life pushes you into the direst circumstances. No need to wait for an external miracle. All it takes is a piece of paper, a pen, and a heart willing to open itself to the miraculous. Let your pen be a bridge, a place to unburden yourself, a place to connect with your deepest emotions, and a place to send your love to those you cherish. Red Heart, if this story has touched your heart, please share this video to spread its powerful and inspiring message to those who are seeking a glimmer of hope in their lives, those who are looking for a way to heal their emotional wounds, or simply wish to live healthier and happier. Because sometimes, the simplest things bring the greatest power, and love is the greatest miracle of all. Who will you start writing your first letter to, and what will you write? Try it today. You might be surprised by what you gain.